Welcome to Classroom Action Research. I am Franklin Bennett, your facilitator for this semester. You may be wondering, do I know this gentleman before? Some of you may have, because I was the director of the School of Continuing Studies up to last year, and I'm now in the Faculty of Education as principal lecturer, and I'm also carry out duties in the Office of the President as the person in charge of collaborations and partnerships. So now I'm with you for this semester. So if you look on the slide, you would see a question asked. Who am I? That's the question that is asked. Who am I? Yes, your minds are going. All I want to tell you that I am what is described in front of you on this slide. And as we go on, you will discover other things about me because I'm going to discover things too. But I want you to emphasize that I am genuine, caring, and your success is what I'm all about. An introductory course, and it deals with the fundamental of research. And in particular, it is going to focus on action research because it is going to be contextualized in that very setting that you practice, whether as a teacher or an administrator, or you could even be a policy maker because it concerns our practice and how to make our practice better. This course is also self-reflective, and it is strong and dispositional building. And the disposition that is targeted is the one that aligns with the action researcher who is a teacher practitioner, or you could say the other way around, the teacher practitioner who is an action researcher. Now, assessment in this course is continuous, and because of that very nature, it is progressive, and the tasks which are set are all authentic. So the fact that it is continuous and it is progressive, the 4 tasks that are going to be set, leading into a 5th, which is a reflective piece, highly segmented, so that you do task 1, then you will get feedback, then lead into task 2 until you reach task 4. Hence, you cannot start at task 4 unless you would have done the preceding task. Okay? All right. How you're going to be engaged is highly centered on you, the student. Hence, we are going to be involved in student-centered strategies that will allow us to collaborate, discover, argue. We're going to have intellectual contention because we have to talk about whatever stance we are going to take and we have to justify. So, critical thinking is going to be developed as well as your creative capacities. So all of these are geared towards problem-based learning. All right. Then our learning objectives are in keeping with the level at which we are operating. And most of us doing this course together as we journey, you're going to realize that you're on your final leg of your sojourn in teacher preparation. So these targets are deliberately set in order to build your level of thinking. So now, you're going to be required to use the language of research. Yes, the jargon of the course. You'll have to be familiar and be comfortable because you'll have to apply all that you have been introduced to your practice. And these tasks that you are going to get are tied to your practice. You are also going to be required to describe the rudiments, the principles, the features of action research. And in doing so, you're going to see how action research compares with other approaches to research or the other categories of research or the other types of research or the other kinds of research. You see the different ways I've said it? Because you are going to encounter those different ways of referring to the categorizing of research in literature. Also, the fact that we are interfacing and interacting with action research, it means that we have to be familiar with the role action research does play in the practice of education. So we're going to examine that role, and we're going to examine the role in a very critical manner so that if there are issues that we are having with the role or roles, then you know what we're going to do? We are going to make suggestions of how we can make adjustments, okay? Because we are not just going to take issues. Having taken issue, we have to do something or some things about the issue. See, we are problem solvers. Also, we're going to propose possible solutions to potential problems as well as real problems. Because if we are about to improve our practice, then we have to diagnose what is it we are doing well or not doing well. Because in research, problems do not all mean negative occurrences. Because we can study what we are doing well in order to maintain and to enhance. Just as how we study what we are not doing well to see how we can remedy. Okay? So both ways. And this course now will cause us, you see, I'm saying us because I'm a part of the learning community. I'm your co-learner. So now we are going to develop decision-making skills, critical reflective skills, our critical thinking capacities, as well as our creative capacities. Okay, now the content matter is divided into 3 units. Unit 1, the nature of research. Unit 2, the process of research. And the 3rd unit, methodological procedure for action research. Okay, now, the schedule for our course. Yes, we know it is for 1 semester, but I want you to realize that when you interface with your course container, you're going to see a document that will spell out what will happen week by week. So in a nutshell, we're going to have about 14 weeks. Week 1 to week 12 will be instructional lessons, and among those instructional lessons, we will have 2 revision ones. About the 6th week, there'll be our midterm break. And you will realize that the sessions that we call instructional, including the revision ones, can either be synchronous, our live sessions, or asynchronous, those sessions which you are on your own, and we know you are self-directed learners, so you will so indulge. So we have 5 live sessions and about 8 self-directed ones. Now, what's going on in your mind now? What about the assessment task? These are also scheduled, but the specific dates will be posted in the course container so that you'll be more intimately advised. And you know, as we go on, these dates you'll be reminded about. So, in a nutshell, that's our course, and we'll all work together because your success matters. So, until we meet again, I'm saying, ta